Hey guys, welcome to the Vet Social Summit. My name is Richard Kaufman, also known as the Comeback Coach. And what I wanted to say was today you're going to see a lot of great speakers. I'm not one of them. You're probably wondering who's this guy, this doofus with a hat on? Everybody else is probably going to be wearing shirts and ties. Well, that's not me. So what I'm going to be talking about is not what everybody else is going to be talking about. Today you're going to hear some amazing speakers. Stephen Kuhn, Lane Malone, Nick Valentine, all these guys are great speakers. You're going to be learning a lot about business. You're going to be learning a lot about how to take your business to the next level. I'm not that guy. I'm not the guy that's going to be able to help you take your business to the next level. I'm here for a different reason. If you guys don't know me, I am a Facebook Live host that has hundreds of thousands of views, author that's very highly respected, that's also highly rated on Google, also on Kindle, Amazon. We are the number 8 veterans podcast in the world. But we're not here to talk about that today. What I'm here to talk about is you. And so now, just so we get clear, 99% of you that are listening to this does not pertain to you. So if you guys, like that 99%, if you guys are probably doesn't pertain to you, do me a favor, just break out your cell phone, which you probably already have out. Go to your toolbar, go to your search, hashtag the comeback coach, and that'll bring you up onto all my social media and everything. So if you never want to see me again, you know who not to follow. But for the one person, there's somebody out there that came here with a heavy heart, and that's the person that I'm talking to today. So if this is you, please listen, because I don't care about your wallet. I care about your heart, and I care about your life and your future. Now you're probably wondering, why is this guy sitting outside? It's 40 degrees right here in New Jersey. You guys can't see it, but if I go to the front of my house, I'm actually looking over where the Twin Towers once stood. And I'm going to tell you my story about 9/11. But I'm also 3 miles away from the crack house that I used to live in, where I was once homeless, living in a car for a year. If you guys don't know, the reason why they call me the comeback coach, I have come back from drug addiction, alcoholism, homelessness, post-traumatic stress disorder, traumatic brain injury. And if you guys can see me, I can't see you because I am 80% blind. And for people that don't know my backstory, I was in the health and fitness industry for 30 years. I ran $1 million a year store. I also worked with clients from Major League Baseball, NFL, WWE, the NBA, and also ran a training camp for one of the world's heavyweight boxing champions of the world. And I ran his training camp when he fought in Las Vegas. But that's here nor there. I just wanted to give you a little backdrop. I'm going to tell you a story. So here I am. I'm living in South Carolina, Myrtle Beach. I'm running a general nutrition center because anytime that's the only thing I've ever known is working in gyms, general nutrition centers, besides being in the military. So I was in the South Carolina National Guard. And by the way, I was about to be thrown out of the military for the second time. And we'll talk about that later. Took my dog Tank. Of course, I was a tanker, so I had to have a dog named Tank. Took him out to play a little bit. Came in, getting ready for work, getting my hair done, and because I was cute back then, I was a young buck. And my ex-girlfriend calls me in. She says, "Holy shit!" And I was like, "What?" And I'm looking at the TV monitor, and there's one of the twin towers on fire. And of course, like everybody else, I thought it was just an accident. Then I seen the second tower get hit, and I knew we were under attack. And then I'm watching, and I'm seeing people jump from the towers and hitting the ground. And then I saw the Pentagon get hit. I saw the plane go down in Pennsylvania. And as now picture this, I'm sitting on the couch, and all my gear is right next to the couch. And I could see all my gear because I have to turn it in because I'm being thrown out of the military for the second time. Now, we were getting phone calls, people we knew in the Twin Towers. They didn't come home from work that day. Something broke inside of me. I became a broken man. I crumbled into the couch. Something came upon me. I cried out to the Lord. I said, "Lord, if I can even have a chance of being in the military, keeping me, I dedicate the rest of my life and my career to help people that can't help themselves." Called my company commander, which he's a friend of mine now, First Sergeant. I begged him to keep me. Now, they heard my bullshit before. I've been busted 3 or 4 times from E4 to E1. Had 2 field grade Article 15s. That's why I got thrown out of the regular Army. But they seen something in me. They kept me that day. And from that day on is when I decided to be the best soldier, to be the best soldier I can be. I became, within 3 years, Soldier of the Year. I became a non-commissioned officer. I also, I really loved being a non-commissioned officer. I loved helping people. I dedicated the rest of my life to helping people that can't help themselves. And I finished with over 20 years National Guard time, regular Army time. So that's part of my story. And when I'm going to keep on reiterating this part is the 3 most important words in the English language are, today I decided. And that was the day I decided to change my life, because before that point, I was the worst person you'd ever meet. I was the biggest asshole you'd ever meet. It was all about me. And I'm going to tell you about my story. Like I said, where I grew up, not even 3 miles from here, mother was a drug addict, moved 13, 15 different places by the time I was in high school. I had my first drink at 12. I was a full-blown alcoholic by the age of 13. Joined the military, became a professional drunk, and found acid, so I became a drug addict. Got busted a bunch of times, 2 field grade Article 15s, and they finally threw me out because I was a drug addict and alcoholic. I went home, couldn't tell my mother the truth, told her that, I got released early. Went home, couldn't live with my parents. Totally didn't want to listen to what people were saying, total head case. Became homeless, living in a crack house. I'm probably the only person you're ever going to know that actually got kicked out of a crack house. That's how bad I was. Came home to live with Mom because she said if I go to school, I can live at the house again. And being an alcoholic, I go to school to be a bartender. Not a great idea. Finished at the top of the class, but the first job I got out of bartending school was December 31st, 1988. A friend of mine he was a police officer. He owned a bar, and he asked me to bartend for him. So we did. Everything was going great. Everything was awesome. Drinks were going good. I was drinking. 8 hours later, I wake up. It's him and his 5 of his buddies, and they're coming to arrest me because I robbed a place. I robbed $2,000, gave away. I robbed $5,000, gave away like $2,000 worth of free drinks, and I'm looking at 5 years for grand larceny. Now, the officer seen something in me. I don't know what it was. He said, "I'm going to give you 24 hours to come up with the money, and you have to go to 90 meetings in 90 days." I got help raising the money by family. I hit something like 300 meetings in a row. But again, that's where the 3 words come in. Today, I decided. So that's the day that I decided to get help and get sober. I haven't had a drink or a drug since that time. Third part of my story. Moved to New Jersey. Joined the New Jersey National Guard as my first drill. And driving down a highway to AT, I'm the vehicle commander. A vehicle breaks down. I back him off the road, and instead of him hitting the brakes, he hit the gas, and he ran over me. He ran over my body, and he ran over my head, and that is how I became blind. So, of course, having to do all these out processing and all of this with the military to get medically discharged. This is kind of hard, and if I break down and cry, I'm sorry. But like I said, if the one person that needs to hear this, please listen to this. They call me to the office. They tell me, Sergeant Kaufman, as of now, you're no longer a soldier in the United States Army. And they took my ID. And I went out in my truck. And I knew it was coming. But now, not only do I not have have I lost my vision, I lost my career in the military because I gave everything I could. I went to every school they'd offered. I went to every class, volunteered for everything. So now I don't have a career anymore. And I decided, all right, I'm going to kill myself. I'm done. I've had it. And one of the reasons that I'm telling you guys is this, outside and not inside, because my wife doesn't know. And the reason why she doesn't, because I don't want her to know how close she came to losing her husband and father of 3 children. But what happened was I got in my car and I decided, because I was going to meet her down the shore and we were going to take the kids to the beach and all that stuff. Got a brand new truck. So I decided, all right, I'm going to get in the truck. I'm going to hit the highway. And then when I hit 100 miles an hour, I'm going to put it on auto control and shut my eyes and hopefully go off the road and hit an embankment and kill myself. So I get in the car and I get in the truck, have the radio on. I hit 100 miles an hour, and I put it on cruise control. I closed my eyes, listening to the radio, and I could feel the car moving over, and a song came on. It's called "I Saw God Today," and I thought of my newborn baby daughter and how much she needed her daddy. And I decided at that moment, not to kill myself. And I decided at that moment, I needed help. I needed to go for help. So that's where those 3 words come in again. Today I decided, and that was the day I decided I need to go for help. And I told my wife, I said, I need help. I can't do it anymore. I don't know who I am, because my whole life up to that point was being Sergeant Kaufman, and I didn't know who Richard was, and I didn't have a mission. So I get home, and this is a funny part, but I go to the VA. By the way, the VA here in New Jersey is amazing. They've done so much for me. I talked to the psychiatrist, and I'm on my way home, and I call my wife, and I'm like, honey, you're not going to believe it. She's like, what? I'm like, you're not going to believe who my psychiatrist was. And she says, who? I said, it's Dr. Seuss. She's like, what? I was like, yeah, but it's not spelled the same. But her name was Dr. Seuss, and she's been my therapist for the last 10 years. And that's when I decided, remember, there's those 3 words again. Today, I decided, is when I decided to get help. And then about 2 years later, I'm on a friend of ours podcast, Donnie Boyven, Success Champions. And I started telling him what I was doing with WWE and all that stuff, and he wanted to hear about my backstory. And that's when I told him the whole story about everything I've been through. And that's when the whole comeback coach thing started. So, guys, the only reason I'm putting this out there is, if you got, like I said, this is not for everybody. This is for the one person that's sitting out there right now, came here with a heavy heart, whether they're dealing with depression, Ptsd, whether there's somebody in their life that's dying, like my father's dying right now of pancreatic cancer. Whatever it is, even if it's business related, even if you think, I want to give up, I'm pleading with you, and I'm telling you that the 3 most important words in the English language are today I decided. And all you have to do, if you guys are struggling with anything, financially, spiritually, mentally, physically, all you have to do is make that decision that you want help and you want to change. Your whole life can turn around in that one moment when you decide that you want to change. So guys, if you guys ever want to reach out to me, hashtag the comeback coach. You guys can reach me anywhere. I'm not selling anything. All the coaching that I do is for free. I don't charge anybody anything. You can reach out to me, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Tumblr, my own website, Smoke and Bacon. I'm everywhere. Reach out to me, and I'm going to be there for you guys. Enjoy the rest of the summit. You guys have a great time. You have some great speakers, some great things happening. So I just want to, my tagline is I tell everybody, everybody loves a comeback story, and today it's your day. And remember, if you guys don't remember anything, what are the 3 most important words in the English language? Today, I decided. All right, guys, I love you.